The latter rain. What must one do to receive the latter rain? It may be falling on hearts all around us, but we shall not discern or receive it. This statement is used to convey the thought that the latter rain will all be so quiet an affair that it will come and go without our even knowing that it has been and gone. But such a concept arises from a failure to note carefully the meaning of the word discern. To discern is to rightly evaluate a thing for what it is. Evaluate it. When the latter rain has fallen, the entire world is going to know that something powerful and mighty is going on, just as did the Jewish leaders when the former rain was poured out. The power attending the message will only madden those who oppose it. But while they are very much aware that something mighty is going on, and while they bend all their energies to resist it, the fact remains that they will not discern it for what it is. To them, that which is the power of God is nothing but the power of Satan. The outpouring of the latter rain will be the final and complete fulfillment of the prophecy in Joel 2. The prophecy received a first fulfillment in the experience of the disciples in the outpouring of the former rain. Peter, speaking by the inspiration of the Spirit of God, recognized the event as the fulfillment of prophecy when he said, Acts 2, verse 16, "But this is what was spoken by the prophet Joel." How much more certainly will be the people of God in their understanding of the prophecy and under the inspiration of the Spirit of God know that the latter rain has come, that Joel 2 verse 28 through 32 is being fulfilled for the second and final time. The people of God will know that the latter rain has come. From a number of evidence, they will know it because the image has been formed and the fall of Babylon is complete. They will know it by the very nature of the message which will be proclaimed. They will know it because the Spirit of God will tell them so. In fact, one has but to read the sentence before the one so often quoted to see this. It reads, "Unless we are daily advancing in the exemplification of the active Christian virtues, we shall not recognize the manifestations of the Holy Spirit in the latter rain. It may be falling on hearts all around us, but we shall not discern or receive it." Here is an urgent warning that we will not recognize the Holy Spirit in the latter rain power if we are not daily advancing with Christ. Therefore, if we are daily advancing with Christ, we will recognize the Holy Spirit in the latter rain. We receive it and will know that we have received the real endowment of light and power. But the people of God will live by faith alone until the very end, because the outpouring of the latter rain will never be a message that we are externally secure, not until the voice of God delivers them during the final stages of the plagues. They will at last have the visible evidence that they are eternally secure. It is the latter rain which brings the work of God's grace into the soul to completion. Therefore, no one who waits till they are fully perfected before they accept the latter rain could ever receive it, for they must have the latter rain to bring them to that state. When the latter rain is finished with us, and not before, will we be ready for translation. The gift of the Spirit is in proportion to our capacity to receive it, not on the guarantee of our never falling away again. There are many men in history who have received the Spirit and power and yet will never see the kingdom. Two examples are the King Saul, who prophesies under the inspiration of the Spirit of God, and Judah, who received the power, along with the other disciples, to go out and heal the sick and work other miracles.